Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. This is the part 2 of Python dictionary data structure. In the part 1, we have seen lots of methods and properties of Python dictionary data structure in a greater details. To watch this session, I will recommend to watch the part 1 of dictionary data structure. I will give you that particular link in the description below. So guys, in this session, we will explore more method of Python dictionary, which was pending in the part 1. So let me go to the Jupyter notebook. Now I am going to print the my dictionary. So, so this is my the dictionary where I have some basic details: name, age, mobile, and city. So the basic question I am asking: how can I add a new key with value? Okay, with value. So simple. My dictionary. Then I can update my dictionary with the help of keys and their value. So I am going to take here the address equal to simple. No need to use the codes here. Address. So when I'm going to print the my original dictionary, then you can see that the address is added as a separate key and their value, which is E101. Now the question is, how can I extract only the keys from the dictionary? So here I'm going to mention dictionary keys. So what need to do is simple. You need to type my dictionary and here keys. Okay, so it will give you the what is the return type. The return type it is the dictionary keys. Okay, so the question is how we can sort the list, how we can sort the dictionary keys. Okay, so what can I do? I can store these key into the list, then I can sort it. Okay, so for an example, I am using here the list and my dictionary name dot keys. Fine, it is giving me the dictionary. This dictionary I am going to sort it with the help of inbuilt function. Now you can see that we have sort the dictionary by default in ascending order. Okay, so based on the Unicode characters, it is sorting the list, because once you check the Unicode character of A, then you will get the value of which is 65, and for the small a you will get the 97. Let me show you. For an example, if I am using the this is the built-in function ord. Within the parenthesis, if you will pass the character, then you can find out the Unicode characters or ASCII value. Okay, so same, let's say ord for the C, for M, for small a, and ord for small n. Then what can I do here? I'm going to hold my control and print. Now you can see the output: 65, 67, 77, 97, and 110. Okay, so by default it will give you the in ascending order. So based on the list you can sort your dictionary keys in a ascending order or descending order. Okay, now for an example, let's say basic question I'm going to ask. So for an example, this is the my mobile, right? So how can I sort my mobile in descending order? By default is ascending order as of now. How can I sort my mobile's data in ascending order or descending order? Okay, so simple. Let's say what I'm doing here, my dictionary dot get, and I'm going to take the mobile. So it is giving me this one. In case sorted, I can mention here the reverse equal to true. By default, reverse is false. Now you can see that I have sorted my the dictionary keys, which is mobile value, as a descending order. But how can I update these order in my the existing dictionary? Okay, so simple, my dictionary, and I am going to use the update method, which is mobile, and I can mention this one, my dictionary. Now you can see that the mobile and their value. Okay, so with the help of this method, you can sort the values of the dictionary. Now I am going to move the dictionary item. So guys, dictionary item is nothing. It is a function of the dictionary. So how can I use that? So simple, my dictionary and items. Okay, so it will return the list of tuple. Okay, so it will return the list of tuples. Now the same, how can I access the keys value? Okay, so simple, my dictionary, and you can mention the values. Okay, so it is returning the list of your values. This is your name, this is the age and mobile number and the city, and this is the address. Okay, so using the values method, we can access all the value of the dictionary in a list data structure. Okay, so this is the list, but the return type is dictionary values. How you can check? Simple, type and this one. So it is returning the dictionary values. So guys, the one question is, let's say how we can check the presence of any key in the dictionary. Okay, using the membership operator. Using the membership operator, we can check the presence of dictionary keys. For an example, let's say I'm checking address in my dictionary. So it is giving me true. For an example, grade in my dictionary. So it is giving me the false. Okay, so based on the membership operator, you can check the presence of any key in the dictionary. Okay, so this is the very good method to check an element. For an example, another method of the dictionary, which is dictionary set default. This one. Okay, so what is the syntax is? The syntax I am going to share here. So first you need to pass as a key, right? You need to pass the key, any key you want to return value for. Okay, and the default is the default parameter, a value to insert if the specified key is not found. Otherwise, default value is none. Let me give you an example for your better understanding. Okay, so for an example, I'm going to create a new dictionary, which is D. I'm going to take a name. For an example, let's say A. These are very good features. And I'm going to use the age, which is, let's say, 30. Okay, so what I'm doing here, let's say D dot set default. And here I'm going to pass address. And here I'm going to pass E101. Okay, see what will happen. So please listen to me what I'm saying. If key is not present, then this method insert key with a value of default. Okay, and it will also return a default value, which is E101. So let me, okay, because address is a key which is not present in your existing dictionary. Okay, so it will be add this default value, which is E101, as a separate key, which is add. Okay, for an example, let's say I'm taking a variable which is v, and what I'm doing, d dot set default, and here I'm going to mention the name, and I'm going to change the name, which is b. See what will happen. Okay, so here, if key is present in the dictionary, okay, so you can see that the name is the key which is present in my dictionary, then this methods returns the value for a key only, no matter what you pass as a default argument. Because here I am going to pass the default argument, which is b, but the name is a key which is already present in the dictionary. So it will give me the only the original value, which is A. Okay. If your key is present, you can see that. Okay. Next example, let's say d.set default. And here I'm going to mention grade. Okay. So this is the grade is what? Grade is a key which is not present in your dictionary. And I'm going to uh, not define any default value here. Okay. So because grade is a key here and I'm not going to define any default value. Okay. Then this method insert key with a value which is none. For an example, let's say print of D. Okay. Because the grade is a key which is not present in your main dictionary. And I'm not going to define any default value. That's why it is returning me none. Okay. These things you need to remember. These are very important property of the Python dictionary. Another method is of the dictionary is dictionary from keys. So guys, using from key method, we can create a new dictionary with default value for all these keys. If you will not define the default value, all the key will set to none value. Okay. In the from keys, you can define any iterables. You can define list, you can define set, you can define list. Let me give you an example. So let's say what I'm doing, I am taking a variable which is dct and dictionary which is from keys. And here I'm going to pass the iterables, which is, let's say, list. So I'm going to pass the list of subject, which is English and history and math. Okay. But here I'm not going to define any default value. Okay. So what will happen? It will be add the default value, which is none. Now you can see that. Okay. So this is the very elegant way or easiest way to create a dictionary. In case you want to define some value, let me copy this. And you can mention value, let's say 0. Okay, then you can define the value as well. Okay, so you can see that in case you will not define the value, then value will be set as none by default. Or in case you want to define any specific value, then you can define those value by these methods. Okay, now how we can clear all the items from the dictionary? Very easy. Our dictionary is empty. Okay, so guys, this is all about dictionary data structure in the Python. Okay, we have seen in the part 1 and the rest of things we have seen in the part 2. So we have covered all the Python data structure in a greater details. Okay, so guys, data structure is a very important of the Python programming or even every programming. So please practice more on it and keep learning. Thanks for watching and have a great day.